Hello, everyone. So today we had a home draft of Bloomburrow. One of my friends bought a Bloomburrow box. We got together with 8 of us, and this was the deck that I put together. So I had a one drop, and it was useful. Put a +1/+1 counter, hopefully on something else, and gained a life. I didn't have a super low curve. That was my only one drop, and then I only had three 2 drops. This really underperformed. The fact that it can't block even when I made Offspring was really annoying. There were a lot of decks that ran a lot of flying, so that wasn't great. I probably should have cut that, but again, didn't have a lot of options and low in the curve. This was fantastic because I had several things you'll see that ended up wanting to forage. So I loved this. This one also made another food, so that was nice, but overall I didn't have a lot of the expend synergy, so it wasn't super effective there. This is what wanted food. I had 2 of these guys, and I would create food, giving them +1/+1, and that was pretty effective. I liked that quite a bit. Just probably not enough food, if I'm being honest, in order to make those effective. This I adored. I had 3 2s that were Death Touch, and there were lots of different ways I could put +1/+1s on counters. I love Death Touch in general, so that was good. I did mill sometimes. There was 1 or 2 things in here that cared about mill, but for the most part, I passed on it. This getting into my 4 drops wasn't in blue or red, so this wasn't the most effective. I only ever made a snail. I only ever made the snail, I think 2/2 overall, so probably not a great pick. I probably should have put another treetop sentries that I drafted there again, where there was so much flying. I should have swapped that in because being able to block flyers was a huge deal. Should have thought about that and brought it up from my sideboard. These guys, I had 3 of them. They come in, they make someone take 3 damage or discard or sacrifice something. I was super happy to have them, especially when I could pay the offspring cost. I think those were the workhorses in my deck. This also was pretty amazing, being able to flash this in as a 4/2 and trick something and give it a -1/-1. Loved being able to do that. That was really effective. This isn't a creature, but I treated it like a creature, especially since all I do is gift a card and I make 2 of those creatures. And if I could double up on those intimidators, I really like that because again, it'd be almost like casting it its uh, with its offspring cost associated to it. So that was a good 5 drop. This again, I needed flyers, and it came in and it did an ETB, and I gained some life, but overall, 5 for a 3/3 flyer, not fantastic. This was this was fantastic. So when I said sometimes I would mill, it would be for this guy a lot of the times. It comes in, it makes me mill, and then I kill something pretty much with the ability to give something -X until end of turn. So I like that. That was my only 6 drop. I didn't have a very high top end overall. So we're getting to my non-creatures here. This was a fantastic draw for me. I didn't have a lot of card draw in this deck. So when this came out, I could constantly draw, and it basically has a convoke for that 4 cost with the ability to tap creatures instead of paying the mana cost at sorcery speed. So I loved that. Uh, this was a 1 drop. Someone discards 1, and I could pay 5 to make them do it again. So, and then if I did that, it let me draw a card. I should have leaned into card discard a lot more because the guy that won played a lot of discard and he was also in Golgari, and it was just very effective to strip hands in this set. In Keeper's Talent, this was my Pack 2 Pick 1. Loved this to death. It was great. Only one person ever managed to remove it, so when it came out, I was just pumping things, and it always gave me something to do with my mana, leveling this up. So loved Innkeeper's Talent. And then basically 3 different kill spells for 3. This one costs 2, but you pay 1 additional one, or forage, Wasn't going to waste my food on that. And then this one's destroy a creature or gift a food and or lose 2 life, same thing. And then this one, gift a card and someone sacrifices something, and if I do gift that card, I get a card back, which is pretty awesome, a creature back. So not a huge kill package overall. I usually like to run a little bit more control. I did have this in the sideboard. I thought it was really expensive removal. I originally ran it and then I put the discard in its place. And I think that was the right decision because I still think that 5 to exile something, and also this 2 and 5 to exile something artifact were not the right call. We're looking at my sideboard right now. The rest of this, bunch of creatures. I did in pack 3 pick 1 grab Mabel because I didn't want anybody else to play it. I grabbed it into the Flood Maul because I need that for commander decks. And then the rest of this is just extra chaff that I didn't need. Overall, in my first match, I went 1-2, so I lost that match. The second match, I also went 1-2, so I lost that match against my wife. I'm very proud of her. She did a great job. Again, lots of flyers. That's what ran me over. The guy that I lost to in the first match went on to win everything, also running Golgari with more discard synergy. And then I won my last match 2-0. So, had a great time, and I don't really open my prize packs out of these. My wife did. She got 2 prize packs, and the card that I wanted the most out of the whole set was Maha. In the one prize pack that she opened, she pulled a patchwork banner and the showcase art Maha. So that's going to go into my anti-Ool deck. I'm very excited about that. Overall, an awesome, fun time with a bunch of friends. Enjoyed everything. Love the set. Love the art for it. Love the mechanics. And hope they do some more Bloomburrow in the future. And I'll keep you posted about other drafts that we have at home. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.